Well, it was bound to happen at some point, huh, boys? It was bound to happen at some point. We have someone griefing an entire raid. Like, we were waiting for something like this to happen, right? Like, we all knew something like this was bound to happen. But damn, does it suck to actually see. Hardcore Elite griefed on 4 horsemen. 30 plus dead. Wow. 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 Okay. Teeny Violin, a known griefer, was given a second chance by Hardcore Elite, and after a year of being in the guild, just wiped almost the entire raid team on purpose. Most are not going to appeal. They are done until official. Well, that makes sense, kind of. Official's right around the corner. Man, so my first initial, like, gut instinct here is like, all right, man, you got to vet who you play with. You can't just let people randomly come in and wipe your entire squad. Bro, this guy's been in the guild for a year. He's been there since the damn start. They've been homies for a year, raiding together. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe in his mind, he's like, official's almost out. I'm just going to troll everyone. But, bro, now no one's going to play with him on official. Like, no one's going to play with him, man. Here's the griefer's POV. Here's Bean's point of view, showing that the mark of Xaryu killing through Petri. All right, hold on. Let's take a look at this first clip. This looks like Calamity's stream. Let's play it.
Tight. I'm not moving anymore.
4 horsemen. Okay.
Zeliak is
Mark
Zeliak is in the wrong spot.
What is Zeliak doing?
Move it. Dude, this guy's trolling, actually.
Yeah,
No,
that's...
you're fucking loser. Taunt Zeliak and run it away. Run Zeliak away.
He's trolling a 4 horseman?
Okay, so there's another warrior that taunts off Zeliak to bring him back, and it looks like Teeny Violin mocking blows off the taunt. So...
He's trolling a 4 horseman?
New trolling, actually. You're fucking loser. Taunt Zeliak.
Okay, so this guy Legends, the warrior Legends is kind of a badass. He taunts off Zeliak to prevent the grief, and then
Run it away. Run
a
Zeliak.
second later, Teeny Violin mocking blows off the taunt. So that's pretty obvious that it's intentional.
Away.
He's trolling a 4 horseman?
New miss. You should have already death wished. Dude, you're actually...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 dead instantly. And that's, I mean, the clip's not over.
He's fucking griefing. Holy shit.
Did Teeny just do that?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, there's the grief, guys. There's the grief.
Yeah, there is the grief.
What a fucking douchebag.
Holy shit. He actually griefed us.
Calamity got out alive with the Hearthstone. That was actually kind of 5-head. I mean, she could have Petried, but like the Hearthstone was actually 5-head. Just like insta-hearth on it. Easy clap. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, my camera's kind of covering it. Let me move over here. This is the final. Oh, and a lot of people left the group too. There's only 4 people in the group that seem to be alive on this screenshot, but I'm sure a lot of people left the group. So I don't actually know. Petri doesn't work on 4 horsemen. Oh, really? So it was like the perfect boss to grief. This was thought out, man. This was thought out. What? 36 dead. 4 survived. Bean died. Wait, really? Bean's dead? Oh no. Okay, so no one. Okay, so this person was, you know, obviously, if you think about it, obviously an intentional grief. This was thought out. Why does Petri not work on 4 horsemen? What's the problem with it? The debuffs go through it. So if you try to Petri, you'll just die. Okay. Wow. And then they ignore immunity. So Calamity, you got really lucky on this hearth. Wow, that's a good ass hearth that Calamity got off, cause she was toast, like toast. If this didn't go off. Okay, I need to see more context. We need to see more context. Let's get more POVs. Let's get more clips. Here's the griefer POV. Okay, so this is Tiny Violins Pov here. Let's move this up here. And yeah, let's take a look. So here's Zeliak.
In.
Stack now. Tight. I'm not moving anymore.
Zeliak is
Mark
Zeliak is in the wrong spot.
Who's on Zilly? Feeny, move it.
Okay, so right here, earlier in the clip, Tabi HC gets aggro. Oh, it might have just been aggro from like a heal or something. And then Tiny Violin taunts him off.
Who's on Zilly? Feeny, move it.
Oh,
Dude,
fuck,
this
am
guy's
I
trolling,
supposed to
actually.
go this way?
Yeah, so he does call out Teeny move it. It's not like, okay.
Yo, you're fucking loser. Taunt Zilly.
So Legends, this guy is actually a beast. He comes out, taunts Zeliak, and tries to save it.
Can run it away. Run Zilly.
And then Teeny then pops Mocking Blow. It's very intentional. Mocking Blow off of the taunt and brings
You
it.
should have already death wished. Dude, you're actually a fucking troll.
Oh, fuck. Was that the wrong corner?
The teeny just do
Oh, come on. Oh, fuck. Was that the wrong corner? Oh, come on. It's not even, bro, it's not even like slightly, dude, come on.
Oh, fuck. Was that the wrong corner?
the teeny.
Oh, dude, that's not even like slightly believable. Like, come on, take an acting class or something, Teeny. Unreal. Either that or just leave the call, but oh, was that the wrong corner? Like, bro, what do you mean?
You just do that.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, fuck, I had the wrong corner.
Oh, I had the wrong corner. Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you had the wrong corner. On the one boss you can't use Petri on, you taunt him twice into the corner with everybody, and then have a multiple second delay of, oh, whoops, oh, whoopsies, wrong corner, oh, my bad, guys, right before official classic launches. Yeah, wow. Must have been a mistake, honest mistake. Oh man, darn. Here's Bean's point of view.
Zilly, Feeny, move it.
Okay, first of all, guys, Bean is my homie. I love Bean. Bean was the first team I queued up to rank 1 with in arenas back 10 years ago. Or longer now, or something. So, my main man right here. Bean Bussy.
Dude, this guy's trolling, actually. Yo, you're fucking loser. Taunt Zilek and run it away. Run Zilek away. You may need a Petri. Dude, this, you should have already death wished. Dude, you're actually a fucking troll.
The teeny just do that.
Yeah, he did.
So, okay, wait, so Bean Petries and leaves the group. That's good, but so you're saying the AoE is going to go through? I'm trying to think, what do you do if you're Bean here? Fuck. Bean only has one more Petri. What you have to do is just kite out for the minute, right? He's just gonna die. He's gonna die.
What a fucking douchebag.
He's gonna die. To the AoEs, huh?
Yeah,
Is he gonna die? Bean, please don't die.
pretty much everyone on Earth 3 said we shouldn't allow him in the
Who did
guild
it?
to raid.
Small Goodman's dead. Oh, it's so sad. Dude, the thing is, everyone that's saying that he shouldn't have been allowed in, bro, they've been raiding together for a year. Like, this was the long con. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Apparently, they've been raiding for a year together. He could have hearthed out.
So
Oh, yeah, he could have I don't know if he would have been able to get the hearth. He might have been able to get the hearth.
Look at fucking bald and fat.
30 seconds.
Oh no.
Bean's like, what the hell? Does he not know that you can't?
No.
Another Petri ball? Another
ball.
Petri
Petri
ball?
bad?
No, the marks don't go through Petri.
No, he just almost died because he didn't.
Zilly, Feeny, move it.
That is so sad. Oh my gosh, man. That is so sad. He didn't know. I mean, I didn't know that you couldn't Petri on this boss. Like, yeah, I had no clue. Asman interviewed Calamity on a stream. Can you guys link that as well? I'm curious what Calamity is saying about all this. I mean, oh my gosh. They've been raiding together for a year. Like, that's the thing that blows my mind. When I first saw this clip, I was like, man, you know, someone got into the raid and kind of just griefed them. Like that's why you gotta limit who's in the raids. You've gotta make sure you gotta vet the people that you're playing with. You see what I'm saying? But bro, if you've been raiding together for a year, that's the long con, man. Like that, I don't know what to say. So this is an interview with Asmongold and with Calamity.
Yo, what up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. What a day, huh?
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Watch the full vid button. All right. Good call. Watch full video. Okay, because yeah, it'll probably be at more than just that 30 seconds.
Yo, what up?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Okay, let's take a look at this.
Can you hear me?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. What a day, huh?
Yeah, I mean, not how I thought it would go, but it's still fun, right?
Well, I mean,
Positive
I don't
mental
know.
attitude.
It depends. How's the rest of the guild taking it?
Probably 50-50, right? Some are bummed, some are glad to finally log off.
So they're actually like
Yeah.
he released them from their pain.
I would say some
That's
did,
a-
yeah. So we've been doing 4 or 5 raids a week for 7 months to do KT before officials. Like, we're super burned out.
And so
Damn.
whenever you say 4 to 5 raids a week, how many of those raids was Tiny Violin in?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Probably most of them, yeah. Like, at least 3, probably.
And how many?
So this is a good question. Asmongold to the good question. So Teeny has been there from the damn start, man. Like he's been there. Like you can't vet anyone more than bringing them and raiding with them from the damn start. I mean, maybe not the inception, maybe, but he's been there in a lot of the raids for a lot of the time. I'm pretty sure I've raided with Teeny when I raided with Hardcore Elite as well. It's like,
How many hours did that take per week?
So counting getting buffs and consumes, or just the raids?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
pops and consumes.
At least 20, if not 30, right? Just for.
So, like, I mean, assuming like he did half of them, so you're talking about probably like 15 to 20 hours every single week for 5 to 6 months
7.
for this one moment.
Assuming he planned it out the whole
Yeah,
time.
and like I said in my stream, he hung out after raid, even like played like fucking Scriblio and shit with us, like non-WoW stuff. Like,
Oh, wow. So they're like homies. Like they're playing WoW and they're playing non-WoW games. These guys are, that's intense, man. That's like betrayal at its finest. Like more so than losing your character, bro. You've lost a friend. Like you're hanging out with Teeny Violin. You're raiding with them. You're playing freaking Scribble.io with them. Like this guy's been in the guild at a friendship level for a while. I wonder if he planned this from day one, or if someone implanted the idea in his head in his sleep with a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream, and it wasn't Teeny's fault at all. Like, I don't know.
And how long did he do that for?
as long as he's been here, right? Like an hour or a year, sorry.
So he's been playing Scribble.io with you guys for a year.
Not the exact game, but yeah.
Yeah.
Not that.
So, whenever you thought
Oh
that
my gosh.
it was a good idea to invite somebody who multi-boxed dispelling world buffs in Classic and extorted people for real-life money to not dispel them, what were you thinking?
So, more context on this. I haven't read the post itself, but apparently Teeny Violin did have a long history back in the 2019 version of the game in Classic to grieve people, like in Stormwind or in Orgrimmar, when someone got world buffs. He would go and mass dispel the world buffs off, and he actually got banned because he was griefing enough people and built up a reputation. He made another account, got banned again. He got banned again and again and again and again and again. And they kind of knew this, I guess, but decided to invite him anyway, which like is a fine point. But the counterpoint to that is like, okay, he might have been like, all right, yo, new leave. I apologize. Like, I don't know what he said, but I'm guessing he apologized and was like, yo, we're just going to raid and we're in this together. And then they do 1 raid and he's fine. 2 raids, he's fine. 10 raids, he's fine. 50 raids together, he's fine. 100 raids together, he's fine. You probably aren't even thinking about his past at that point if you're 100 raids deep with this guy.
Can I have a moment?
Yeah.
So this is a long time ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
when we invited him, we didn't know.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
had been with us for about 2 months when we found out, probably. And I think as a guild, as leadership, we talked about it and said, like, he didn't change his name right. There was
Tiny Violin 69 just subscribed. There's no way. Is that the actual? There's no way. There's no way. I don't think that's the actual. That's not the actual. That's not the actual Tiny Violin, right?
These people have been crying.
Dude, what the hell, man? What's going on? Tiny Violin, what were you thinking? Bro! So it was clearly, okay, it was clearly a long con. Come on, Tiny Violin, you're in the chat right now. It was clearly a long con. It was an accident, sir. Tiny Violin just said it was an accident in the chat. Wait, hold on, dude. Slash user Tiny Violin 69. Dude, there's no way. There's just no way. Hold on, you have 7 messages. I went to the wrong corner, bro. It was an accident. I'm a Scribble.io expert. We played Scribble. How could they ban me? I'm here to watch my favorite streamer. About 6 months or longer. Tiny. There's no way you can double down on this. Come on, man. Come on, Tiny. Everyone knows what's going on here. Okay? Like, I think at this point, your best course of action, like if I was like your friend or your lawyer or something, I would just be like, yo, you know what? I got some stupid idea in my head. You know, official was coming out. I decided to troll everyone. It was a dumb idea. It was stupid. I'm sorry. Like, I'm an idiot. Like, that's probably the best course of action to take. I'm thinking. Bad lawyer, never admit it. Dude, I'm just saying, man, there's no way. It was an accident. We're gonna believe that. We're gonna believe that. We're gonna double down and believe it's an accident. Dude, there's just no way. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Well, regardless, thanks for the sub, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
There's no attempt to hide himself. He could have very easily pretended to be someone else and changed his name.
Very true. You're right.
Didn't hide himself, and he was like, I was friendly with him, like, hey, we know you're a griefer.
That's a good point.
And he, at this point, he'd put in like so many hours farming consumes, teaching people how to play the game. Like,
true.
Most of our guild is new players. He taught us lots of like in-game strategies.
So
we trusted him.
So he basically like it's like how like a farmer raises up like cattle.
For a slaughter, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and so he taught you.
I have a story similar to this. I'll do the TLDR because I've told it before. But back in classic World of Warcraft, it was actually like maybe TBC or Wrath era. I had a friend, and that friend taught me a lot about making gold in the game. And what he did was taught me how to buy items low and sell them high. He taught me which items to buy, what to buy them for, which items, you know, maybe when to buy them, when to sell them, you know, etc. So he taught me a lot about making gold, and I learned a lot, and I actually made a lot of gold. I ended up making like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 gold, which was a lot back then. And then my friend, my mentor that taught me how to make all the gold, asked me, you know, I was going out of town, and he said, can I borrow your gold? I'm going to keep buying gold to flip items. And one of the things he taught me is you need money to make money, because if you have gold, then you can buy more expensive items. If you buy more expensive items, you can do bigger flips. If you do bigger flips, you have a bigger profit margin, right? And I didn't even think about it. I was like, sure, man, of course, you know, take my 30K gold, you know, make money while I'm gone with the gold. And, you know, when I'm back, maybe you could give me 1,000 gold tip or whatever. And so I just gave it to him. And I went out of town, and I came back from out of town, and he was gone. He was gone. So it's like the cons are from the mentors in a sense. Like Teeny Violin, man, was teaching him how to play. He was teaching him how to farm. He was teaching him how to raid. He was doing this and that. And then, like, he's the last person you would almost expect.
You all of these things.
We obviously have
It was his final lesson to you. It was his final lesson. Never trust anyone.
experienced players who or not just Teeny, but he definitely helped out. He was a very key member of the community. And
What was his role in the guild?
he was a tank, so he joined at a very lucky time for what he was doing to grief us, I guess.
How's that?
In that we had had several of our tanks quit or die, so he filled a hole in the raid and could join very easily.
How did those other tanks die?
I couldn't even tell you, it's been so long.
Okay, I just think that's interesting. You know, maybe he was involved in that too.
True.
Yeah.
There's probably so many layers to this, I have no idea.
I
can't trust anyone anymore.
I think that a person like this, there is no limit, and there are no depths that they won't achieve. So you thought that basically because he didn't change his name, and he wasn't trying to hide who he was, that he had turned a new leaf, and he's a new person.
Makes
now,
sense.
And he's
Makes sense.
not going to get back to his old tricks.
I wouldn't say that's what I said, but I think
Okay.
it would have been much easier for him to. It was part of a reason, right?
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
part
sure.
of a long list of reasons of why, like, maybe we can trust him, give him a chance.
It was also probably convenient because he's already a tank at that point, and so like getting a new
Yes.
tank would be annoying.
I have a personal character trait or flaw or good thing, bad thing, whatever you want to call it, of like I usually trust people maybe more than I should. So I'm the type with Teeny Violin where if he was like, hey guys, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't really mean it, and you know, new leaf, I would probably be like, all right, cool, let's raid together then. Like that's probably what I would say personally. But now after seeing something like this, just like Calamity said, how do you trust anyone anymore? Like the interview process of what's it called, of joining any guild in hardcore is probably going to be pretty darn lengthy because of something like this. It's like, all right, you want to raid with us? Well, what's your social security number? You know, it's like, okay, well, if you're not going to verify that, you know, this and that, then you're not going to raid with us, kind of a thing. And it's like, well, I don't know. Like, I'm sure it's going to be pretty lengthy, but the problem is, how do you stop something like this? Because Teeny Violin raided with them for 7 months. At the end of the day, you can't. You got to run background checks now, but even then, what if someone's clean and then, like, you know? It's crazy. You can't stop the long con. You can't. Which goes, like, I don't know. I really don't necessarily know the answer here. Because this can happen on official. You could play for a year with someone, have him grief the whole raid because he decides to quit. Oh, I'm gonna quit, let me grief my whole raid. That's part of it. I don't know. I don't know any other solution to this.
Right. Okay. That
There's a
makes
whole
sense.
list of reasons, but yeah, just for how long he'd been there, because we never thought we'd do Nax, right? We thought Cthulhu would be our big wall. So
Yeah.
to not eye being brief on Cthulhu would be like, oh, he's fine then, right?
Yeah, true.
And
I'm
there's
sure that's
the-
what he wanted you to believe.
Yeah, and there's the flame breath bosses in Blackwing Lair. You can taunt those and breathe the raid. We had so many chances
True.
before to grief us, right?
That's actually
True.
very true. You're right.
I think it had more to do with the relative time to classic official launching. Am I wrong here, guys? Like, if you're Teeny Violin, maybe he was raiding legit. Maybe it wasn't that long of a con. Maybe Teeny Violin was kind of chilling for a while, and when official got announced, he started coming up with thoughts in his head like, yo, all these characters are for nothing anyway. I'm going to pull off the biggest, like, raid wipe in Hardcore Elite that we've ever seen. I think that's pretty... I think that might be part of it. Like, he might have been just raiding legit, but once he saw official, he's like, you know what? I'm just going to kill all these characters because it doesn't matter that much or something, which clearly is terrible logic, but maybe that's what he was thinking. I don't know. Once a troll, always a troll. I mean, that's true. I mean, he was trolling back in 2019. Maybe he decided I'm gonna have a new leaf, and then all of a sudden, you know, the official announcement comes out, and he's like, "Now we're gonna troll." Like,
but somebody could have taunted. I guess they could have taunted the boss away a little bit.
Because once he gets find out,
I mean, you're locked in.
Yeah, true.
And also, Four Horsemen, is there any other boss that you can't Petrification Flask out of?
There's a long list of like 600 spells on Wowhead that ignore immunity. Shadow Flame in Blackwing Lair is one. There's probably others. It's definitely the best boss to grief on, I think, period.
Because you're locked in.
But there are others, yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you see, like, now that this has happened, and, well, actually, how many people died out of your raid? What was the total count?
I think it's 36.
36, so there were 4 survivors. Did he did Tiny survive?
No, there's no way.
I don't imagine he did. Why would he, right?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, his job's already done.
God.
So,
yeah, I was sitting pretty in Lighthole's chapel, just kind of laughing to myself. So,
oh yeah,
no
I
idea.
mean, you got away. I was amazed. Honestly, I thought the tick was going to kill you, interrupt the Hearthstone or something.
Yeah, I thought so
So
too.
I was surprised. So now that this has happened, and the guild has had maybe an hour or two to collect itself after this has happened, what?
I don't think 4 hours is enough time for people to really process their thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of us want to go ahead and do it on Sunday to see if we can do it, to see who would die, to see just,
yeah,
you know, what would happen if we did it.
Wait, when she says do it, does that mean the final boss of Nax? KT? Like do KT? Okay. So I was assuming there weren't going to be enough max levels in the guild to actually go for it, because 36 of their top end Nax raiders died. But I like a lot of the people with all the best gear died, which means you have to invite new people in, which might not have the experience or the gear. It's not enough people that are gear. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, does she mean just res and see if they would have been able to do it? Is that what we're saying?
Right, so we'll probably still do it on Sunday. We'll see. Not everyone will be there. Some people are definitely deleting their characters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
So there are people deleting their characters because of this already.
Oh yeah, some of us are very anti-appeal, so those people are just going to be gone, period.
Really? So they're so they actually want this one to count against them, and they're willing to delete their own character because of it.
People have different morals and ethics and gameplay philosophies and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, how do you view it?
It's a rock and a hard place, right? Because if you allow him to kill you, you empower him.
Yeah.
If you keep going, you have the hecklers, like the people in your chat, going, not hardcore, Keck W losers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Calamity's well spoken. She said that well. Because, dude, for someone like me, like I got griefed with a dinosaur, and I was like level 40 something, and so there's nothing you can do. The dinosaur came up and one shot me, and it's like, obviously I'm gonna keep playing. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm going to keep playing. That guy, I think, ended up getting banned anyway. But I'm not going to delete my character because of that. But then there's people in the chat that are like, hardcore equals appeal, Huzzar. And it's just like, dude, relax. You know?
So it's like...
Yes. So, yeah, I think you're definitely stuck between a rock and a hard place. So what do you think that the people that are running Classic, like hardcore, do you think that they should accept the appeal?
I think so.
The official hardcore Discord has not dealt with 60 stuff in a long time. They just said we're no longer caring about 60 stuff, so
that's
it's kind of up to us.
That's true.
We'll probably have a poll tomorrow or something. Let everyone sleep on it.
Do you think that this damages hardcore WoW in a
oh, absolutely.
a large way?
I think
How
it
do
does.
you think that happens?
You're going to official where there's no appeals, there's no chance
Right.
to redo with people you don't know.
Yeah.
That can do this stuff. Like it just showed the world that you can just do this and kill 36 people.
Yeah.
Well, and this is a thing because I had watched his POV and he said that this was actually a mistake, and he didn't mean to bring the boss over to that place. I think he said wrong corner, and I was curious. Actually, just give me a minute. It's fucking the fucking Fs. God damn it. It should be fixed in a second.
Did teeny violin strike again?
DDoS me. Are we good now, guys? Are we good? We're good? Okay. So what I asked was, I'll just repeat it for chat and everything, is that, you know, I watched Teeny's, like, POV, and I watched him talk, and whenever he brought Zeliek over there, I think I heard him say, like, oh shit, wrong corner. Like, he made a mistake. Like, he didn't know that he was supposed to bring Zeliek to the other corner, and he just brought him over to the corner that Thane Korthos happened to be at. And I'm just curious, like, what your thoughts are on that.
So I think any leeway for a mistake went out the window when he switches stances to mocking blow the boss and taunt him. But I think one avenue we're not considering is, what if Forrest Shona was in the wrong spot? What if Teeny was in the right corner?
How do you mean?
Well, what if the other boss, what's his name? Thane is in the wrong corner.
Yeah, Thane.
Yeah, could be possible.
So you think that Thane should have been in the back and it was everybody else who was
absolutely
wrong except
yeah,
for him?
it's all our fault, definitely.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. And
So
how do you think Blizzard should handle this?
That is such a hard question. So Blizzard did say no stance on grief for the hardcore servers, but this isn't a hardcore server.
Oh, no stance on... No, they said explicitly that, like, they were going to be banning for griefing and gameplay.
That's what I meant, sorry.
Oh, no stance. Oh, like, you mean no...
no tolerance.
No tolerance, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
But this isn't that server, so I'm not really sure.
I think they'll probably ban him.
Okay. Do you think that he should be banned for this?
This is my opinion of myself. I think, since this is not a hardcore server, I don't know if it's like a community rule set, right? It's not actually infringing on the game at all in the current game mechanics.
Wow.
So?
Wow. Wow. Calamity is very forgiving. I don't know. I think this is a pretty obvious grief, and even though it's not necessarily an official hardcore server, everybody knows what rules they've signed up for when you play on Bloodsail Buccaneers, and it's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a non-contractual agreement. It's like a verbal contract in a sense. Like, even though it's not in ink, everybody knows what they've signed up for here, and he clearly griefed them. And even though the Bloodsail Buccaneers isn't official either, Blizzard has banned people for griefing, a good amount of people for griefing on Bloodsail Buccaneers, despite the lack of it being official.
I don't know. It's a hard call. I don't think it's bannable in the current rule set, but on a hardcore server it should be.
Okay, so you think that on hardcore WoW, that if he did this, he should get banned?
Yeah.
On a hardcore server, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I personally think that even if it wasn't a hardcore server, gameplay disruption has always been against the TOS, and I think that they've exercised that on RP server events before.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that also it's just about intent.
Yeah.
So
that's
like,
very fair.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
That's
up
how
to
I
Blizzard.
feel.
I think that Blizzard will do what Blizzard usually does, and they just won't do anything.
So context to you, I'm new to WoW. I've been playing
Okay.
for a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. I
Really?
don't really know the context of like past bans and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that's fair. And I think that really it's just... Do you think that now that this has happened, you're going to see more people griefing raids?
I don't know if more people.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's hard to get here. It takes a very special person. Teeny is definitely unique in his skill set to do this.
Right.
I think you covered it. I saw it on your stream for a second.
What
just the
exactly
time
makes him
commitment.
unique? Yeah.
Well, so it's a good question because now it's in people's minds of that you can do this, and now that it's a potential, I think it's a good question that maybe more people will. The thing that kind of sucks is it might deter people from raiding altogether, maybe even playing hardcore altogether. Here's the silver lining, though, in my eyes. In a sense, the majority of the hardcore experience is playing from level 1 to level 60. In my eyes. Once you're at 60, you've kind of beat hardcore. You can continue to raid if you want, but the journey for a lot of people is going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4 months or however long you play every day of the experience of leveling from 1 to 60 without dying. So like something like this is, especially on a boss like 4 Horsemen where there is truly no escape, will only could only potentially happen to 0.1% of the player base, right? So this affects like so little people, but I mean, you could technically still like grief in Dead Mines. You could technically still grief in Uldaman, and it's gonna happen. Or like, we've all been in the groups before where like the tank gets like a complex of like, I'm the tank, and if you pull, I'm gonna wipe us. And like the healer's like, I'm not gonna heal unless you wait for my mana. And like, God forbid the tank pulls like 4 seconds early, and then the healer lets them die because they've had a bad day at work or something. Like that's going to happen. So whoever you play with, you're gonna have to trust to some degree, right? And if you just trust random people in a dungeon, that's how you have a chance of dying. And that's part of an MMO on hardcore mode.
The knowledge, the right time, right place to join the guild, the just not dying until then. Like, there's so many chances he could have died earlier, right? Like,
true.
I think it's still gonna be rare, but it could definitely happen. I imagine there'll be copycats, right? Wanting the fame, the 1,000 viewers on Twitch and whatever.
How much money do you think he's made out of this so far?
I could not even tell you. Someone said $500 in chat, and I believe that.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot more. And,
Really?
That's just what it is. And
wait, how is he making money? Like, are people donating to him? Are people gifting subs to him? People are gifting. Who is gifting subs to somebody that got a bunch of people killed? He has 500 subs.
I think that as soon as people realize that they can do something like this and get notoriety from it and have weight, this will become a lot more popular. And another thing is that, do you think that Blizzard should have an appeal on the hardcore, like, actual realms?
Probably not.
Like, I know that they won't, but like, do you think that's a good system?
I don't think there's a way that Blizzard could do it that's fair and avoids drama and controversy, so no.
Yeah, I agree with Calamity. As much as it would be nice to maybe have some type of appeal system to remedy a situation like this, I don't think it's realistic, because if one person got appealed and approved and one person got denied, and then someone's just like crying of like, well, the GM that approved you was just being nicer. Like, at the end of the day, appeals are subjective, and because they're subjective, it's going to just be an issue. It's going to be non-stop issue if they went with it. So yeah, there's just no way.
I think this will decrease the amount of people that want to play on a hardcore server and things like this.
If what I understand about the hardcore community is true, is that most people are levelers, leveling enjoyers.
Yeah.
I don't think most people care about raiding or being griefed in raiding.
Yeah, it's a good point.
It definitely impacts the raider population, though, I think. The very small raider niche.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that definitely makes sense. And if you were to put like are you in game right now?
I can be, why?
I was curious what your slash played was on that character.
66 days.
66 days. So
But I didn't die, so.
Okay, yeah. So 66 days. We'll just do a little math here. 66 times 24. That's 1,584 days on that character, or hours. Excuse me. And do you think everybody else in the raid would have something equivalent to that?
No, no, I'm one of the older characters. I think the average is around 20 to 30.
20
I'll
to
say
30
25.
days. Okay. Take 30 times 24.
Times
And then
36.
you said 35 people died, right?
36, yep.
36, okay.
25.
Actually, because like we originally estimated it at 10,000 hours, and apparently no, it was actually almost 26,000 hours
Deleted.
annihilated.
Oh no.
Just pissed away. Off of one guy.
I wouldn't say pissed away. We had a good time, good journey with it, right?
Man, Calamity's pretty
still
like
fun the entire way.
optimistic about it all, man. Really.
I'm glad you feel that way. I am.
I am still having a good night. Copium aside.
Well, you're the one
That
that,
was a good
didn't
time.
die.
Well, yeah, imagine dying, losers.
Yeah, there you go.
Imagine.
Some of the other warriors are
Game's
sitting
easy.
there. Yeah, I know. Sitting there on a pile, dead on top of each other. I feel like they're probably looking at it maybe a little bit different, but who knows? Well, anyway, do you have any like parting thoughts on the what's happened?
Parting thoughts on what's
Yeah.
happened. I think we've kind of covered everything I would say.
Yeah.
It's just, I hope people still try official. It's a very fun game mode. You can make it as hard or as easy as you want to.
Yep.
Don't let this deter you from having fun in a game.
Yeah. That's a good
So you
takeaway.
think that even after this, people should keep playing hardcore WoW?
If they enjoy it, yeah.
Well, man.
If you don't enjoy it, go play whatever you like, like retail.
Yeah, there you go. I think that at this point, nothing has happened so far that has made me more excited for official WoW hardcore servers than this.
Really?
If you love content, you're gonna love official, yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, this is
The amount of
'cause-
drama, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, because people are gonna do this. The thing is, like, yeah, you lose your account, but like, what does it matter if you did it on purpose? Yeah, I can't wait to see the taunts on the dragons and everything else. It's gonna be incredible.
Do you want to hear about early fun grief?
Yeah.
That's not been fixed yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
So if you get a druid
man.
with the tier 1 set from Molten Core,
Okay.
it increases your thorns damage by 25 and lasts for 10 minutes. Get a priest with you and mind control a mob like Hogger and buff it with thorns and people one-shot themselves on it.
Oh no!
Really? I thought it. I remember that was kind of a bug before that you could do with like Curse of Recklessness, but I thought that it would only be aggroed onto you. That's not the case in Classic WoW.
Nope. People, it's a very niche grief because people don't notice, right? They don't realize why they died.
Right. Okay. Yeah. There you go. That makes sense.
Oh no!
Because yeah, 25 damage.
Hopefully no one
return-
does
Or not
that.
25. That'd be way
God.
more actually.
It's like 50 or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit. Wow.
I'm
well-
sure now that I've said it on stream, it'll be fixed, but you know.
Oh, I'm sure.
true.
Just like they
Hopefully-
fixed
There's
the
gonna be
world
so many
buffs in
juicy
Classic.
deaths like that. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think that Blizzard is not going to fix this stuff. Do you think that... Oh, here's another question. Well, last one. Do you think that things like this and the ability to do things like this makes the WoW community more toxic because it enables people? Or do you think it's a wash?
That's a really heavy question. Do I think it makes them more toxic?
Yeah, or well, like it creates toxicity. It makes people more toxic because they are empowered to do things that can negatively affect other people's gameplay experience in a tremendous way.
I feel like no matter what, like you ban one way of griefing, you ban maybe an easy way of griefing, and players are gonna find the next easy way to grief someone, and then you can maybe ban or remove that, and then players will find the next easy way to grief someone. So it's really like Blizzard's job probably to get rid of like the low-hanging fruit, so to speak, so that it becomes harder for players to actually grief. And you want to make it as hard to grief as possible so that less people do it, but people are still going to do it even if it's really hard, like this guy here. But I think like there's probably not a world in which there's no way to grief. I think the world we live in is more like, let's get rid of the common easy ways to make the barrier to entry of griefing just a little bit harder. So instead of hundreds or thousands of people griefing, we maybe have tens or whatever, the actual numbers are.
That is a hard question. I think people that would do things like that are already toxic. It just allows them to have that
Yeah.
sandbox, I guess. I wouldn't say it makes them toxic.
Okay, so yeah, yeah, that you're right. It's definitely a situation of enabling versus making it happen in the first place or changing people's behavior. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's more tools for the kit. Well, I really appreciate you coming on and talking about this. You know, my condolences to your guild.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Congrats on the content. I'm glad you got some use out of it.
Oh, I'm so happy. It's great. I appreciate you guys doing it for me. So I'll see you later.
Yeah, toodles.
Peace. Well, there we go. That was Calamity. If we can get a link to her channel on Twitch, that would be nice. Super cool. Yeah. And she was the paladin. Which is cool. Yeah. She knew. Yeah.
All right. Is there a Reddit post of this as well that I think we might have missed? Yes. Can someone? I don't know if it's here. Asmin's list of the long con. In order for this to happen, you had to level a character to 60, gain the trust of the guild, play with them off stream and out of the raid, become one of the main tanks of the guild, not die during any part of all of this, farm world buffs weekly, farm consumes weekly, know all of the fights in vanilla WoW, progress through Molten Core, BWL, and AQ40, know exactly what boss mechanics, bypass Petrification Flask, clear the majority of Nax 40 hardcore without dying, earn the trust of the tank Zeliak on the fight. All of this for an entire year, and then position Zeliak in a way that would kill all of the melee. I don't want to give any credit to the griefer, but this was a pretty well thought out grief. Like, if you're just gonna rate his grief out of 10 in terms of how much of an asshole this guy is and how like hard it was for him to pull off, it would probably be a 10 out of 10. I must say, like, well done in terms of, like, he's a pretty good griefer. Can we all agree on that? Like, this guy is a pretty damn good griefer. You act like he planned it from the start. Well, you might be right. So I have a theory that he didn't plan this until about a month ago. And a month ago, he decided, you know, when Official got announced, he decided, okay, it would be kind of funny if I got my whole raid killed because Official's coming out. That's my theory. But maybe I'm giving him too much credit. I don't know. So no one in the chat so far is saying, like, anything, really. Here, let me go. I'll go down here. No one in the chat is really, like, saying, like, ooh, it's about to happen. Like, no one's really saying anything.
Pulling it.
Stack up, guys. Stack up for the meteor. In.
Stack now.
Oh, wait, this guy actually says we are all about to be disappointed. This guy says warlocks are not touching Zeliak.
Tight. I'm not moving anymore.
This guy says it's showtime, which also could just mean they finally pulled.
Zeliak is...
Mark 1.
Morky says let's go, right as like he pulls Zeliak over to the corner with the taunt. He says let's go. Tiny ass bringer incoming. Morky seems like he might be in the know here.
Like he's in the wrong spot.
He was on Zilly. Feeny, move it.
Oh,
Dude,
fuck,
this guy's trolling, actually.
this way?
Yeah, you're fucking loser. Taunt Zilek and run it away. Run Zilek away. You may need a Petri.
Hard Johnny says LOL. Bro, why are you laughing at this point? Nothing's funny about this, right?
You should have already death wished. Dude, you're actually a fucking troll.
This guy says, let's go. It's showtime, let's go. So this guy says it's showtime, and then right when they all die, say let's go. So this Mitsumi TV probably knew. It's showtime, let's go, right when he gets everyone killed. That seems like you're not surprised.
Oh, fuck. Was that the wrong corner?
Did Tini just do that?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, fuck, I had the wrong corner. Oh, fuck, guy.
This guy says GG you nerds. So it's showtime, let's go, GG you nerds. I would say I'm 70% certain that Mitsumi TV knew beforehand. Or like 60, I don't know. There's like some level of certainty that Mitsumi TV probably knew. And then Hard Johnny's laughing, Robert Monkey's laughing. This guy's, I don't know, man.
That was the wrong fucking corner.
Damn.
Fuck, I just like
What a
brain
fucking
farted
douchebag.
there. Oh fuck, sorry guys. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, guys, all of our hard work is just
Pretty
like,
much everyone on Earth Free said we shouldn't allow him in
oh
the
fuck,
guild
Earth
to
Fury
raid.
was right.
So.
Dude, the thing is, the way he's talking isn't even believable. Oh, man, all of our hard work. Oh, that was the wrong corner. Like, dude, there's, like, I mean, bro. This guy needs to take an acting class. If, like, it's not even slightly believable, man.
Fuck. Oh, guys, I'm
Look
so
at fucking
sorry.
bald and fat.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh
No,
no.
look at him
Sorry.
work.
I mean,
No.
I'm
The
so
Petri
sorry.
ball? The
Petri ball? God.
Fuck,
the
guys,
Marks don't
wrong
go through Petri.
fucking
No,
corner.
he just almost died. 'cause he
Wrong
didn't-
corner, guys. Like,
I'm surprised they're not raging at him. Like, no one's yelling at him. I'm surprised the whole guild isn't, like, nerd raging at him. Yeah, I don't know. They're all muted. So this guy's gifting subs. Gifting 20 subs? Like, what? What? Oh, no. So this guy probably didn't know. Oh, no. This guy's haha. Get fucked. Haha. You did good, soldier. So, dude, Chad, your band, it was good. You did good. Like, there's people in here. And it was worth it. Yeah, there's people in here that knew. Like, there's got to be people in here that knew. It just, they've got, because if they all didn't know, they would have been a little more shocked, right?
what was I
Still
thinking?
good anyways to,
Oh, Alof, thanks for the
No.
sub. 20 gifted subs. Fuck yeah, buddy.
Yikes.
Fuck yeah, thanks for the subs.
GG boys.
Wow.
Always wondered why. he would play
GG, guys.
this
That
game
was really
anymore.
good attempt. Like, we almost had
Yeah.
KT. We were really close.
Is there anyone in the chat that thinks this guy is 100% innocent? Like, type 1 in the chat if you think it was a legitimate mistake, and type any other number if you think this guy did it 100% on purpose.
Fuck. We were so close, guys.
I'm surprised they're not flaming him. Like, everyone's just kind of chilling. I'm really surprised they're not flaming him.
It was, honestly, it was an honest mistake. But, thank you for tuning in, guys.
Oh well. It was fun.
Wow,
that's bullshit,
holy
right?
fuck,
Like-
upstairs,
No, I mean,
holy
it was-
fuck,
It's
25 gifted subs? Wow. Wow. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, Xaryu TV, 20 fucking subs? Wow.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Well, it seems like reading the chat, it seems like some people in the chat knew it was going to happen. And then on top of that, someone messaged Bean saying it was going to happen. So, like, there's probably enough evidence to conclude that this was probably pretty planned. You can't be 100% certain, but you can be like 99.9% certain. And on top of that, you can also, in either sense, you have to make a call of like, okay, if you think this guy's innocent or if you think he's not innocent, either way, you can't, I guess, be 100% certain, but you can be like 99% certain he's not innocent, and you can only be like less than, like, I don't know, man. It would be such a leap of faith if you think this guy is not. Yeah. What are people on Reddit saying? Leashing Taramis to Goldshire is one thing. Pretending to be friends with 40 people in a hobby just to betray them is psycho shit. It's pretty spot on. He's the 5th horseman. Nice. Who could have seen this coming? What's this? Tiny violin on crying too much.
And yeah, I don't know. Like, these people have just been crying for too long. Too long they've been crying. And I decided that, you know, I needed to teach them all a valuable life fucking lesson on crying. And if you cry too much, then this is what happens, okay? You're gonna cry too much, and I'm fucking psychopath. And yes, I will fucking get 9 accounts and PvP the fuck out of everyone on the server. So, you know, Ken W wronged me. Ken W stole my Scarab Lord mount from me. Ort stole my Atish from me. So, all these people wronged me. Man B from Girth Fury wronged me. All of Girth Fury wronged me. And...
Yo, Tiny Violin, bro, we're sending you some love, alright, man? Regardless, dude, like, jeez, that's some scary stuff. Yeah, no, seriously, that's some scary stuff, dude. That's like, bro, Tiny, if you're here, man... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes things have happened to us in our past where we need to work through it and get some help. And that might be a situation where we gotta figure that out and get some help. That's all I'm saying, Tiny. Straight up. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's that, boys. That's that. That is that. That is that. That is that. Let's log in.